I guess I should ride with Lex.
Talk about, man. It's about time, so no cussing to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. Once you get the job, right, get another legacy.
It's how to do the shit. When I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. You down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took an oath, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, sold your seat for some bloody bees. True nation, cut the conversation, better keep it clean.
You have to turn the TV off. It's not fast.
That's the melody. Once you get the witness, don't forget another legacy.
Times and the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Fusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. Once you get the witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about times and the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Fusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. Once you get the witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe. It's about the journey, I ain't worried, moving at my speed. Saying we ain't muscle, we desire, gotta disagree. Guard one of mine, then we spinning like rotisserie. Go against the odds, I'm right, this another victory. Different niggas moving foul, where the referee. Moving like the military, something they ain't never seen. One West world for the people, this is what they need.
It's about time, so no cussing to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. Once you get the witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about times and the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. Once you get the witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about times and the curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Music gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. Once you get the witness, the beginning of a legacy.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
Look at this, John. Look at this, John. First star, I'm really that nigga. Truth be told, I'm a noble figure. Local niggas, they be so offended. One West world, it's global business.
Hold on, let me ask y'all a question. All y'all niggas in the same school and all that?
Hell, fuck yeah.
So none of y'all niggas smoke weed?
Fuck no.
Don't fold if you say you win it. I was molded to it, now fit it. Can't control, this the highest limit. Killer shit, but just an honest living. Gotta get it, ain't no time for wishing. The time is now, better pay attention. In my city, you can feel the tension. A terror squad, no pun intended. This ain't for you, but I recommend it. They know we coming, better clear the entrance. Shit get deep, but I keep digging. This how I look when you keep winning. Over time, I had to take the hint. Shine bright, sit behind the tents. 1-on-1, I ain't in the mix. Ain't what you thought, better get a glimpse. Came up from a pedal bike. Pressing brakes, I ain't never liked. Whole time I was taking risks. They don't play with me cause they know I'm going nice. Round form, I ain't even started. Transform, I ain't here to bargain. You on watch, better move with caution. Chains on me, I don't do this often. No error, this shit flawless. Reach for it, you become a target. It ain't worth it, better keep walking. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. I say the word, then it's final. To get the moving like Brian told. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like Brian told. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. Don't wanna hear all that street shit. Me and my niggas on defense. Wonder who I was in my past life. Don't even matter, that peep this. Remember the days when I was a trooper. Stay on the path and it won't confuse you. Bars all, I'm the one to do it. I roll on eights like a flight maneuver. Try to trick me, I ain't never moving. Camouflage, I can blend into it. They better ride, I don't do the Ubers. Let them talk, I don't hear the rumors. A little suffer ain't really nothing. The way I stop it, better play the trumpet. You see me coming, better get the running. If they see me coming, better get the what? You ain't never seen it, you ain't never witnessed, you ain't never noticed, you ain't never focused. I was really waiting, I was really training, sick and tired of being patient. I ain't never doubted, this was in the making. Use what I got, not in the wasted. Rapping and singing can never drink it, but I'm from the bottom, so I gotta make it. This ain't rapping, it's a damn warning. Late night to the early morning. Got a vision, I planned it out. Trying to stop me, but I kept going. I study plays, now I'm in the game, and it's all the same, but I had to change. You'll never crash if you in your lane. I can take the loss, cause it's all a game.
Yo, when Casamigos being English? Drunk.
All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. This about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed. All I know is survival. All this fashion is tribal. Want the head of my rival. It's about to go viral. Say the word, then it's final. Get the moving like pronto. I'm just living my title. Do this shit with my eyes closed.
Recordings just got better.
All right, shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shemel Shabbat Thah to all the brothers. Rocket thumb to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemel Thumb by Shem Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. All right, so I'm about to come on the screen now. Give me 1 second. Trying to get TikTok going up. All right, give me 1 second. Now, what we're going into today is 2 Kings, right? 2 Kings, let me see. Oh, man, good night. I can't even get on TikTok, man. Hey, you know the TikTok for Philly?
See, I'm not in that part.
Hey. See? I ain't even got it on here. Actually, you know what? I can go live off my phone. All right, Israel Salaki, let me come on the screen. I'm going to go live off another page. Let me see, did you move the camera? Hey, yo, I'm always the one. I'm always the one over here messing around with this camera. Can you grab this for me?
Okay.
I'm trying to center it right here. All right. Hold on. There we go. All right. Now we can actually aim it up. So we're going into 2 Kings. You already know what's important about 2 Kings. And if y'all don't know, y'all about to find out. What's important about 2 Kings is when the Assyrians brought in other nations into our land and took us away captive. So they took us away captive, and then they brought in other nations into our land. That's what's so heavy about 2 Kings. Lucky y'all making some small adjustments. All right. So that's what's so heavy about 2 Kings is because when that king of Assyria, when he brought in those other nations, that's what John 4:22 is talking about. John 4:22, when he was telling her salvation is of the Jews, he had a damn good reason for saying it.
Right.
He was trying to let her know that she was a heathen, which she already knew, but he had to make her he had to give her a reminder. Damn, I can't do it off of here either. Good night. All right.
You got a
Just
personal
leave
page?
it alone. Huh?
Got a personal page?
Yeah, my personal page is blocked. So I'm trying to do it on both of these, man. Good night. All right. So with that being said, I don't know. Let me see. Is there a way I can go off here with an email or something? I had no clue. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to the class. 2 Kings. All right. 2 Kings. I'm gonna use this one over here. I'm gonna start putting these words up on the board. Okay. So, matter of fact, give me 2 Kings. Give me the 17th chapter. We're going to start at verse 17. 2 Kings 17. So that's what we're going into today. See if I can get this mic just a little bit closer. There we go. 2 Kings. I'll write it down here. Big shout out to ISBK headquarters for allowing us to take the page today. All right. 2 Kings in the 17th chapter, we're going to translate the 24th verse. 2 Kings 17 and 24. That's what we're going to be translating. Okay? And we'll write this a little bit bigger. So everybody can get it. 2 Kings 17 and 24. All right? Got it. Now, with that being said, I want you to start reading at verse, I believe it's 17. All right. So start reading at verse 17. We're going to actually read down to 24, and then we're going to skip down to 28. All right. So let's keep going. I'm not sure there's something up there on the screen. You just got to close it out. So everybody type in your questions. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to post your comments. I'll move this over just a little bit since I got that out the way. We're just going to spin this. And y'all let me know, somebody type in what's a good price for these head pieces. I just started to make these, right? I didn't even know what's a good price for it. I don't know what to charge, having by accident. So made the damn thing by accident. This is actually my second one. I made a red one first. I just made a blue one because I knew I was going to wear blue today. So, with that being said, let's put the words up for 2 Kings 17 and 24. And I want you to start reading that verse 17. I'm going to just start putting these words up. So, if y'all not familiar, in Philly, we're going chronologically, going in order. The books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, then Numbers and Deuteronomy, right? And, I believe it's Joshua, then Judges. I believe we did 1 Kings, then we had 2 Kings, all right? I believe I might have skipped one, might have been Ruth, and then we did 1 Kings, and now we're in 2 Kings, all right? So with that being said, we're going through every book of the Bible. We're going to break down a verse from each book. So we did, like I said, we did Genesis already, Exodus, all that. Now we have 1 Kings, and we're going to break down verse 24. All right, but I want you to start reading at verse 17. So I'm going to give you the words right now, and just write the words randomly. And then we'll put them all together and translate. All right, you got it.
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 17. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire and use divination and enchantments.
That's what we did. We caused our sons and daughters to pass through the fire. What are they about to do now to cause their sons and daughters to pass through the fire? Halloween. At one time, I keep saying they, but we, the Israelites, at one time, we actually did sacrifice and, put babies in the fire like a damn dum-dum.
Right.
At one time, we actually did that. All right? But, so I will not do this right here, just leave it right here. But, in this case, what it's talking about, that passed through the fire, which we actually did, it's talking about when we did that. But what's the pass through the fire now, today? Today, passing through that fire would be letting your kids celebrate Halloween, being a Christian, being a Muslim, all right? Doing Christmas, celebrating New Year's, celebrating your birthday. I put I. So all those things are letting your children pass through the fire. Why? Because you are destroying your child for the sacrifice of whatever that you're doing. okay, for the sacrifice of whatever you're doing. Whether it be, in some religion, or whether it be, which is part of the religion of America, celebrating a false holiday, which is all serving another God. All right? Keep going. So at one time we caused our children to pass through the fire. Okay? Go ahead.
And sold themselves to do evil in the sight of the Lord.
And we sold ourselves to do evil. Go ahead.
To do evil in the sight of the Lord, provoke him to anger.
And of course, that pissed off the Most High. He did not like it. God is not all love.
Right.
All right? God is not all love. That damn garbage that the oppressor made up in his Christian religion. That's a lie. Which is why we are suffering today. High blood pressure, diabetes, tuberculosis, all the other crazy things that we suffer that we should not be suffering. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Therefore, the Lord was very angry with Israel.
Therefore, the Most High was very angry with us. Go ahead.
And removed them out of his sight.
And did what?
Removed them out of his sight.
The Most High removed us out of his sight. And that's not far-fetched, is it? How do you know it's not far-fetched? Because look at what's going on over there in Syria, in Israel.
Right.
How do you know that that's not far-fetched? Because look at what's going on with the Palestinians. How did they get over there? How did Amalek, the so-called Jew, how did he get over there? Yeah, it's not far-fetched.
No.
It's not far-fetched. Go ahead.
There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
So what happened was the Lord removed us, and there was none left but the tribe of Judah only. That was the only tribe left. Go ahead.
Verse 19. Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their God.
Now wait a minute. So Judah was the only one left. Judah seen the northern tribes get cast off, right? And guess what Judah did? That's what we did. Same damn thing. Same damn thing. All right. Keep going. Meaning it didn't mean anything to us, really. It didn't mean nothing to us. We did the same damn thing. Over again. Go ahead.
But walk in the statutes of Israel which they made.
And we did exactly what they did. The Lord tell you, we outdid them. We outdid our northern tribes, man, our Hispanic brothers, in the evil that they was doing. We outdid them in that evil. That's crazy. The Lord said it's like we did twice the evil that they did. So we seen them get cast off. No, it's like being in the movies and they see the person dying off the weed and they say, man, let me get some of that. They always do that in those movies, man. Like, man, let me get some of that. Knowing that the weed just killed the first brother or had him damn choking like he couldn't recover. Damn it, we couldn't recover. But that's what we like to do. We like to be just like these other nations, man. And in this case, we watched our own brothers be punished by God for their evil. And you know what we did? We said, listen, we don't do the same damn thing. We went and did the same thing like we didn't care.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 20. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel.
And the Lord did what?
Rejected all the seed of Israel.
Why did it say he rejected all the seed of Israel? Because before, it just told you in a verse right before it that he kept Judah. But what did we do? We didn't listen. We didn't listen. It's all fun and games until you get punished for your evil. All right, go ahead. Oh, Salak. Go ahead.
And afflicted them.
And did what?
Afflicted them.
And afflicted them. Go ahead.
And delivered them into the hand of spoilers.
And delivered us into the hand of spoilers. These other nations spoiled us. What does it mean to be spoiled? What it means to be spoiled is to be robbed. That's what it is. When you're a spoil of war, you're what somebody has robbed of war.
Right.
All right, keep going.
Until he had cast them out of his sight.
Until he had what?
Cast them out of his sight.
Until he cast Judah out of his sight. Meaning Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. These are the tribes that was left. Go ahead.
For verse 21, for he rent Israel from the house of David.
He did what?
Rent Israel from the house of David.
He tore Israel from the house of David. He tore, that's what rent means. Rent means tore or to tear. All right? He tore us from the house of David. What does that mean? That he cast us away. From what? From our, what you would call is a royal lineage. He cast us away from our royal lineage, from our heritage of being his people.
Right.
Because David or David's rulership all represented the Most High. All represented God's law. It all represented a holiness, something holy, God's holy people. The Lord tore us from that. And remember, the Lord, through David, set everything in order. David went to war with these other nations to the point where Solomon had to build the temple because David had too much blood on his hands.
Right.
So he tore us from our culture, from being his people, from his inheritance. Go ahead.
And they made Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, king, and Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord.
Say it again. Who was it?
Jeroboam drave Israel from following the Lord, and made
See
them.
who that is that you're talking about? I think it's Jeroboam.
Jeroboam.
Yeah, I think that's his name. Go ahead.
And made them sin a great sin. Verse 22.
We can fit something down here.
For the children
Go ahead.
For the children of Israel walked in the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them.
Keep going. What verse you at?
Verse 23.
Oh, we get into the good part. Go ahead. Because remember, we're going to translate 24. Go ahead.
Until the Lord removed Israel.
Until what?
The Lord removed Israel
Go ahead.
out of his sight.
Hey.
As he had said by all his servants, the prophets.
As he had said by what?
All his servants, the prophets.
Who is the Lord's servants? The prophets of the Lord, man. People that do his will become the servant of the Lord. All right? You got to do the Most High's will, or you are not a servant of the Lord. You're just an average, you're a hypocrite.
Right.
It's the average sinner, unless you're doing the Lord's will. Unless you're serving the Most High. All right? Keep going. Now we got the verse where we're going to translate. All right, keep going.
So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
Unto what?
This day.
And that's still, listen, that's still very much true. That's still absolutely 100% true. Until this day. A lot of times when they say until this day, At that time, that was true, but then a change might have happened.
Right.
With us being cast out, that's still in effect. We here in America. What city you live in? it ain't the one over there. And I don't think you want to go over there right now. There's no point. We did our sin, we did our evil, and the Lord is avenging us. Very much so. To the point where we might just want to leave it alone. Let it be for now. All right. What can you spit right here? Let's put garage right here. Go ahead. And that was verse 24, right?
Nah, that was 23.
That was 23. Keep going.
Verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutha,
right? I believe that's right. Where is that? Right here. Kawad is Katha. Go ahead.
And from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim. Okay, Sepharvaim. And placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
Instead of who?
The children of Israel.
Instead of us. So that's the verse that we break it down. The Lord removed us, which is why it's so heavy, because the Lord removed us. Oh, I ain't get there yet. Keep going.
And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
Go ahead.
That's the end of verse 24.
All right, now drop down to verse 28.
Verse 28. Then one of the priests whom they had carried away from Samaria came and dwelt in Bethel and taught them how they should fear the Lord.
And taught who that they should fear the Lord?
Taught them how to fear, taught them they should fear the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 29.
No, that's it. Who is the them that he taught to fear the Lord? The other nations. The other nations is the them that was taught to fear the Most High. Let's lock here. So to aim this down just a little bit. There we go. I think that'll be perfect. Y'all let me know how good we can see, how good y'all can see the board. I think I need to do this right here. All right, so I got the words up on the board. The them that it was talking about is the other nations, man. The other nations that is put in our land. That the king of Assyria put in our land. That's what it's talking about. There we go. That's a lot better. Bring this back some. Perfect. So now, let's go over some of these words. Since you can come up here too if you want. You can see. Oh man, all right. So now, let's go over some of the words that we got on the board. So we got a few more words, so I'm gonna just give y'all these real quick, and then I'm gonna write up the other words. The first word is ayar. And I should have already been copying this down as we was going through the scriptures, all right? The first word is ayar. Ayar, okay? It means city. Ayar, city. Now remember, it's good to write these down because when we translate, we're using all these is just the basic meaning of the word. Not some of them is the slang, but also still the basic meaning. Now you're going to need these words for when we go and translate, because when we translate, then you're going to use the meaning of it, and we'll put together the verse, or we'll not put together. We'll try to translate the verse ourselves using the meaning. Now, these words are in random order. This is not a sentence at all. Okay? So the next word is kawah, which is the word kutha. All right? I believe it's some Hamites. The next one, sapar wa'an. That's like Sapar wa yum. Sapar wa yum. All right, and it's Safarai. All right, or Safaria, whatever you want to, however you pronounce that. Who knows? With Ham call themselves. Okay. The next one, Chama. Like the hawksman sound, Chama. Cha. Cha. This is the character Cha. Cha. Chama. Alright, that's how you pronounce it. It is for Hama. Okay? I believe there's some more Hamites. Iwa. Iwa is another name for, it's the Hebrew word for Abba, which I believe this is some more Hamites. Alright, because the verse that we're breaking down is talking about how the Lord cast us out and moved them in. Okay? Oh, Bawa'a, let's look what this means. Bawa'a means come. Come, it also means came or enter. I put enter because come and came is the same damn thing pretty much. All right, so I put enter. Enter and come. That's what it means. To come in, to enter in. That's what this word means. Okay? Bawa'a means come or enter. Came, enter, come in, come into, came in, enter in, enter into. Okay? Malak, everybody knows this by now, means came. Alright? Malak. Shamarwan is Samarian. I put Samarian. I meant to put Samaria. I put an M on it. Laki. It's Samarian. Shamarwan. What they call Samaria, all right? Which is why it's more Israelite than any of the rest of the, you know what I mean? But the word is Shemarwan, this is the city in our land, all right? Now, the next word, which is not a word, but it is a word. It doesn't have a word meaning, but it's a word. It's Ah. Ah, A-H-T-H. A-H-T-H. It's the word Ah. Okay? And Ah is not a word that has a word meaning. It's a word that's used to show direction.
Right.
When you say Ah, you're only talking about the person that you say an Ah before. Alright, or you know what I mean? Or that you say that you say before. So if you use it, I'm gonna beat that Hoeass. You're gonna say I'm gonna beat that ho. I'm gonna beat that you know what I mean, less presentable woman or hinder parts. You would say I'm gonna beat this person's behind. I mean, it's to show direction. It means you're only talking to them.
Right.
Like, if you're talking to your kid, you know I'm gonna beat off your ass when I get home, right? That means out of all the kids, they're good, but you're definitely gonna give them a beating or her a beating. Okay? So, this is to give y'all an example. The next one is Ashawar. Ashawar. Ashawar, Assyria. When we say Gum Ashawar, Asser also have joined with them. Gum is a slang word. I don't know if y'all know this. Gum, that's slang. Gum is like saying y'all mean. I mean, they use it a lot in the scriptures as yay. Like saying y'all mean. But it does have an actual word meaning. It means also. And it got a bunch of other meanings too, but it's a slang word. It means also. So Ashawar, Assyria. Syria is about to go down with Ashawar over in the Middle East. Yashab. Yashab means place, or it means dwell. I should have put that up there. We see if I can. So y'all should already have place. I'm gonna try to fit dwell in here too. All right. place or dwell, and I'm pretty sure you already figured this out, or dwelling place. All right. Okay. It also means to dwell. Yashab. Yashab is why we also say sit. Yashab means sit or be seated. Right? To sit, to dwell somewhere. To sit. Okay? Last one for this group of words. Yarash. Yarash means possess or possessed. All right, but it means possess. To have something that you own, that you possess. Okay? Now, let me check the questions. Any questions online?
Nah, sir.
None? All right, no sweat. Big shout out to everybody that's online right now. Take a screenshot of this because we're going to be moving on. All right? We'll just start erasing some of these. I know y'all can rewind the class and screenshot it as well. I think that's the easiest way. And then maybe you can write them down afterwards, like in your own time. Who knows? Whichever one works for you. Okay? We're going to get the rest of these. I'm trying to save these boxes so I ain't got to keep writing more. All right. So give me the scripture again. Let's hear it again. 2 Kings 17 and 24. So everybody can understand what we're doing. So let me get 2 Kings 17 and 24. Slide, so you want to declare?
No, you got it.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Christ. Why?
This is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Kuta, Kata, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharia, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
Instead of us. He took them. So the first word that we're going to do in this batch is from this verse is babal. Babal. I know this has got to be a little bit familiar. Babal is Babylon. Babylon is fallen this fall. Tower of Babel, Tower of Babal. All right. So that's Babylon. Let's see what else we got left. We did Yashab. We did those. Oh, the next word, bun. Bun. Bun is a word that means son. Son or children. Well, Manya is children. So we ain't gonna put children. We're just gonna put son. We're gonna leave son up there. That's perfect.
It's laughing, sir. You got a question?
Go ahead.
It's a brother, Marcus Payne, said, where will we use this communication?
Where, will, or when?
Where, sir?
Where? You can use this communication in your everyday life to other Israelites.
Right.
It's a shame that not many other Israelites, if you are an Israelite, speak Hebrew.
Right.
But us in the ISUPK, the original school, the only camp, the only school, we speak Hebrew, which is why you're on this class learning Hebrew. Use it amongst Israelites. That's what it's for. This word is Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah. Do not mess this word up. This is the name of our race. Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah. It means Prince of the Power. Okay? And that is Israel. Okay? Yashar Allah, Israel. Okay, let's keep going. skip down. I think that's it. I think that's the only words we have left. Yep. That's it. Oh, Salaki. This word was Banya. They just put the root word up there. So this word was Banya. Banya is son or sons, which is children. Okay? Hold on, give me 1 second. Hey, Lord Christ Malaki, what's going on? Let me hit you back. I'm doing the class real quick. Let me hit you right back. All right, no, sir. Come on. All right, come on. All right, no sweat. So I tried to fit this on the board. Couldn't really get it. But it's children. I'll just put that up there. Banya is a word that means children or sons. All right. That being said, I can write these 3 down, and then we are going to start translating the verse. It's 7:55. We're perfect. We're right on time. So to answer the brother's question, you would use this language or this communication speaking to other Israelites.
Right.
All right. Other Israelites, we all speak Hebrew, most of us anyway, in the Israelite world. But ICBK, we definitely speak Hebrew. We teach the Hebrew. You just use it in communication with other brothers or sisters that know Hebrew. If you watch enough classes, you might be able to show them a little bit of Hebrew, and that's that. All right. Any other questions?
Somebody posted. I don't think I didn't make a statement, but
Let me see what it says. Post a statement up there.
come on.
Oh, all right, Most High in Christ. Damn right. Most High in Christ. All right. So now, everybody should have this as well. Everybody should have this. I'm going to erase the board. We're going to start translating. 2 Kings 17 and 24. Matter of fact, if you could do me the honors, right? Let's pull it up in Hebrew. Oh, whenever you get a chance. Whenever you get a chance. All right. We're going to go ahead and read some Hebrew. I'll actually put it up on the screen. If I could. Yeah, I can pull it up. If you can go and write some of this. Matter of fact, while you doing it, I'll start writing it on the board. I'll start writing it on the board. We're about to start translating right now. We're going to see. Now, the point of this is, this will break it down to y'all. The point of what we're about to do now is the reason why I'm just giving you what the word means. I didn't put how it was written in the Hebrew. I didn't put the actual verse of what it said. I just gave you the words that's in the verse. Gave you city, all these different other words, right?
17:24, sir.
Yeah, 17 and 24. But that's the names of these or these words that I gave you. Imagine I give you apply. And in the verse it says applying. I didn't give you that. I just gave you apply. Right? Imagine if I gave you the word yashab, which means dwell, place, or sit, right? Or abide. Imagine if I gave you the word sit, but in the verse it said he sat down. That you see where I'm going with it. So the point of this exercise is to put the words together so we can see how they were used. And we can learn how the connectors are used. When I say connectors, meaning the letters or the characters that have word meanings, how they attach to a word and how they change the word, how they change the root word. Because the more we do, the more we can speak in Hebrew. All right? I'm gonna start writing this on the board. You actually can bring me up real quick. Let's read the verse again. I don't think we got a good chance to really read it. I'll make this tiny bit small. I want to try to get a lot of it. also too, I'm working on writing the word as it's pronounced, like putting the connectors on the words as the word is pronounced, la ya ba'a, instead of writing all the characters and then trying to go back and put a bunch of connectors on them. I believe in my opinion, that's how we would probably do it in Israel, in our homeland, instead of like going back and putting connectors everywhere. All right, boom, boom, boom. There's a little dash here. Okay, boom, boom. Come down here just a little bit. Just put a little dash here or something right there so I know where to come down to. Boom, boom. Well, yeah, let me know when you got it too. We got 17 and 24.
In the Hebrew?
Yeah, no, I mean in English.
Oh, kind. You want me to read it again?
Yeah, you can just read it again.
Kind.
It's up there.
Okay, this is the book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Kuta, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharia, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
So these heathens was put in our land, and they possessed our land, and they dwelt in our cities. That's like I keep putting Ra right there is Ba'a.
Let
me see, did I give you all that one right? Oh yeah, it is right. Boom, boom, let me see. All right, let's keep going. Boom, boom. Give y'all another one. Well, write the next word. It's locked in. Trying to make sure I'm writing it right. Wa, ma, ama, chama. All right, gotta fix my character ma right here. Also, too, if you're teaching, let's try not to write our own handwriting. It is just for the teachers. Let's try not to write our own handwriting, but write the standard way, pretty much. So that way, we're not getting people used to writing our own handwriting, or our style of writing. All right, where we at? Boom, boom. Wama kama, wa saparwayam. That's right here. Wa saparwayam. And notice as I'm trying to now this ain't part of the class, it's just extra for y'all. I'm trying to write out the words and put the characters there as it's pronounced, instead of writing it like this. I'm about to write Wayashah, right? Instead of writing it like that and then having to go back and put connectors on. All right, that's just my opinion. So the next word is Ba-I-Yar. So Ba-I-Yar. So it's like it. Not Ba-I-Yar. It's Ba-I-Ra-Ya. Or Ba-I-Ra-Ya. Ba-I-Ra-Ya. All right, and we're going to stick with that. Now, Now, the reason I put these little marks right here is so I can write out the pronunciation and the meaning of the word. So we're gonna start with the first word we put up here. It was, now I'm gonna be underlining the connectors. All right. So the first word is wa-ya, wa-ya ba-a, wa-ya ba-a. Wa-ya ba-a. Somebody type in what this meant, what this word was. Wa-ya ba-a. Reason why I didn't put a connector here or a dash here is because these are connected. Ba-a. I just like to write the actual I at the end. Okay, the A-H at the end. Wa-ya ba-a. So wa-ya. Y at the beginning of a root word means and. Ya at the beginning of a root word means he, but it might not be in the verse, just to show direction. And then what do we use for? Let's use enter, since we always use come. Let's use enter. And he entered. All right, and he entered. Okay, and he entered Malak. Anybody remember what Malak was? This word Malak means. I tell everybody know this. This is pretty easy. Malak is king. All right, king. And he entered. I'm not gonna put parentheses behind these. I'll just put parentheses behind the words that may not be in the verse, that are assumed, that could be assumed. And y'all let me know if y'all can actually see this pretty good. If not, I'll move it I'll move it back or closer, whichever's better. I just want everybody to be able to see it. Okay, now y'all type in the number 1 if y'all can see the screen. Matter of fact, if you can make this big screen real quick, and then we'll come back and check some questions, or you can, check questions whenever. You know what I mean? I just want to be able to see. All right, wa-ya ba-a, and he entered Malak king, Ashar, or Ashawur, right? I said Ashar. Ashawur. Ashawur. Ashawur was who? Who was Ashawur? Let's keep going. Y'all can type it in. Let's keep going. This word is ma-ba-bal. Ma-ba-bal. Ma-ba-bal, when ma is at the beginning of a root word, it means from. From or of, right? And this is Babylon. All right. And once y'all type in who Ashawur is, I'll give y'all something else too. All right, let's keep going. So the next word is wa-ma-hawa. Wa is a connecting character. Ma is a connecting character. All right. And so is this character ha right here too, but we're not gonna go into that yet. We're just gonna stick with the basics. Wa-ma-hawa, kawatha. All right. But this is a connector. So this word is wa. I'm gonna make sure I'm putting everything up there right. Wa, ma, ka, wa, tha. T-H-A-H. And this word, so I can erase this right here. Boom. So this word is, so Y at the beginning of a root word means and. It also means but and a few other things, right? And ma at the beginning of a root word means from. Once again, we just did it over here. And from and kawatha was kutha. Y'all remember that, kutha. And from kutha. So let's see. Now, usually once I get the top part, I'll just translate what we have at the top. Did anybody type in what Ashawar was? So what do we have here? We got Wayaba'a. Wayaba'a. Start there. Wayaba'a. And he entered. Right? Or and he entered. Malak, king. Or you can put this because it's assumed, I'll put it in parentheses. It's not there, but we know this is what they're trying to say. And he entered the king, Ashawar, from Babylon. All right? So Wayaba'a, the king, Ashawar, Mababal, from Babylon, Waman Kawatha, and from Kutha. Assyria, here we go. Ashawar, Assyria.
Priest and officer, Yaquatazar, sir.
Yaquatazar, Most High Christ. Now, I'm going to give y'all what I told you I was going to add on. You know that's assumed. It's two different things in here that's assumed. The and the word the is assumed. Well, a lot of times, more than a lot of times, the word of is assumed. It's there, and you don't have to write it out. It's a word for the character ha. It could have been ha malak. It's a word for of. It's the word shah. This word right here. Take this off the screen real quick so y'all can see. No, I got it. You good. I'm gonna take this off the screen so y'all can see. Wada. Okay. So the word for of, that word is shah. S-H-A-L. But there's no need to write that. Shah, put shah a bunch of places. Put the character ha. You know what I mean? You was trying to say the. Ha goes at the beginning of a root word. So it will be the character ha, and then it will be the root word. So then you have to write out ha. You have to put ha, malak, right? Ha malak shal ashawur. I mean, there's no need to do all that. You have to put ha malak shal ashawur. Every time, for it to say the king, just to get right where we just the king of Assyria. You would have to write all that. Hamalak Shal Ashur, right? Where you can just put Malak. It's the same thing. It's like we want to speak a whole damn sentence. We Israelites, we speak slang already. Why would I want to write out a full sentence or say a full sentence or damn near a full, what feels like a full sentence? That's a lot to say when I can just say Malak Ashur and say the same thing. Anyway, let's keep going. So, Wayaba'a, and he entered. Malak, the king, Ashur of Assyria, Mababal from Babylon, Waman Kawatha, and from Kutha. Okay, let's keep going. Wama Iwa. Wama, two connectors. Iwa. All right, let's write that. Wama. And then this was Iwa. But the way they wrote it had the I at the end. Iwa. Okay. Wa and ma. And character wa at the beginning and ma from. Character ma at the beginning. Iwa. Forget Iwa. I think that was Ava. How they pronounce it. I think it was Ava. Let me put it up here. Boom, the way it's written. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Ava. Oh. And from Ava. AVA. And from Ava. I don't know, or what people might say Ava today, but Ava, which was Hamites, Ava, and from Ava. Okay?
Want me to blow that up?
Yeah. Wayaba'a, and he entered. Malak, the king, Ashur of Assyria. Mababal from Babylon. Wama Kawatha, and from Kutha. Wama Iwa, and from Ava. Let's keep going. Man, it's only 8:16. I thought it was like 8:30, man. I started flying, bro. I started trying to go through it. It's only 8:16. Nice. I'm thinking I was behind time. All right, let's keep going. Wama Chama. Wama Chama. All right, that's why I should have put the little dashes here so I can know how much space I got. So let's put how you pronounce it. Y at the beginning, ma at the beginning, two connectors, right? And then the word was Chama. Chaamath. Wama Chama. I'm gonna have to move this one down a little bit. This Y Yashab, I gotta come down just a little bit. I think it was Y Yashab. All right, Y Yashab and Ba Iriya, or Ba Iriya. I'm gonna put this down here. I'm trying to stop doing that, having to go put all these connectors back up there. All right, so Wamakatha, we already know, and I think we already got it by now. And from. Ma at the beginning means from. Y at the beginning means and from Chama, I think that was Chama. That word was Chama. Talking about the tribe of Hamites. And from Chama. So, Wama Kawatha, Wama Iwa, and from Ava, and from Ava. Wama Hama, and from Hama. Wa Sa Par Wayam. Y at the beginning was and. Wa Sa Par Wa, and then Yum. Alright? Wa Sa Par Wayam. Okay, and what was that word? Sepharium. Safar Va'ain. And from Sepharium. Alright? I don't know if that was AR. Let me check it. Just to make sure right is ARVA. This is an A. And from Sepharia, whatever that Hamite word is. Alright? So, why Sepharia? Why Yashab? Now, somebody type in what Yashab means. I'll give you the first one. Why? We already know means it's the same and. And then you got Yashab. So we'll leave that one blank and we'll let y'all type it in. Ba'iriya. Ba'iriya. All right. I think ya at the end of this is a connector too. Ba, I, Ra, and then ya. Okay. So ba at the beginning of a root word, it means in. It also means at, and sometimes is used as with. It also means by. All right, like by. Iriya. So this word ira was ayar, I believe. Okay, it was ayar. All right, ayar was in city. Now I'm gonna explain something to y'all while I'm waiting for somebody to type in.
Somebody did already.
Oh, they already typed in.
I don't count.
And ya at the end, ya is masculine plural at the end to mean cities, right? But I'll get to that in a second. So the water, it quatters out the water, why you shah and place, right? So and place or and what? What can we assume? And the place. And the place. We can assume the. You can take it off. What? And the place. And the place. So let's read what we got right here. Wayaba'ah, and he entered. Malak, the king, Ashawar of Assyria. Mababal from Babylon. Wama Kawatha, and from Utha. Wama Iwa, and from Abad. Wama Shama, and from Hamath. Wa Saparwa'ain, and Saparvia. Wa Yeshab, and the place Ba'iriyah, and the place Ba'iriyah in the city, or in city, right? Or in this case, hold on, I'm not gonna put the, just because we know a little bit of the backdrop, we ain't gonna put the, because God's gonna throw it off, right? But exactly put that. But remember what we talked about, what we read. This is what? Since he wrote place and place in the city or in the cities or in cities. A little S right there. In cities. In cities. Remember the backdrop of the story. Wayaba'ah, and he entered Malak, the king, Ashawar of Assyria. Mababal from Babylon, Wama Kawatha, and from Utha, Wama Iwa, and from Abad, Wama Hamath, and from Hamath, Wasaparwiyah, and from Sabaria, Wayeshab, and placed Ba'iriyah in the cities, or and placed in the cities. Since we assume that it was the, we can assume it's saying Salakia, and placed in the cities, or in placed in cities. Oh, shalom, sir. And placed in the cities, and placed in cities. Everybody get a screenshot of that. We're gonna move on to the next. We're gonna finish the verse. We stopped at what was that we stopped at? Ba'iriyah. So I'm gonna screenshot this as well. I ain't gonna screenshot, I'm gonna take a picture. I said I'm gonna screenshot it, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm here in the classroom, y'all. I guess we can take a picture together. There we go. I don't know. I be trying to do stuff to make the class exciting. You know what I mean? So that way we can come back to it and we can look at it. All right. So I'm gonna erase the board. Read me the scripture again. Oh, Salaki. Can you erase the board? I'm gonna read the scripture in Hebrew. I never read it in Hebrew. Salaki, y'all. I'm supposed to read it in Hebrew. So I'm gonna place the Hebrew back up here. I'm gonna go through it again. Hold on. Yeah. Except for the, the scripture that we're going over. That's it. You can erase everything else. So, Salaki y'all for my ignorance. All right, I did not read the Hebrew. I mean, Salaki y'all for my I don't know, for me going too fast. All right, so now because ignorant means you don't know, all right? Me going too damn fast. So what I like about the Blue Letter Bible is something that says show vowel points right here. Up here it says show vowel points. I can't get it highlighted. Don't want to be on the screen today. There you go. And this right here is, you can use this and take off the Yiddish. Yiddish is these little dots right here that you're about to see disappear in a quick second. That's what Yiddish is. Yiddish is these little dots that the so-called Jew uses to change the pronunciation from this word right here being Yaba'a to Yabe'itz or whatever he will say. Who knows? Your backs. You just click the button right here and say show vowel points. You just click this button. Now that's why I like, now that's if you're using a laptop or a computer. On a phone, you just got to deal with these little nasty little dots. All right. Now let's keep going. So I'm going to read the Hebrew for you. Wayaba'a, Malak, Ashawar, Mababal, Wama Kawatha, Wama Aiwa, Wama Chamav, Wa Saparwa'ain, Wayashab, Ba'iriya, Shamarwan, Fakaf, Banya Yasha'ala, Wayarashwa, Af, Shamarwan, Wayashabwa, Ba'iriya. All right, that's it. Salakia, I meant to read that before we started. Before we went and broke everything down. Okay. So now we read the Hebrew. Let's get back into the exercise. Boom. So now let's put it up on the screen. We stopped at where did we stop at? We stopped at cities. We stopped at Ba'iriyah. And just so y'all know, this is what it looks like on the app. All right. We stopped here Ba'iriyah. Right here. So we're gonna keep going. I can't never get it to be clear on the screen when I try to show it on the camera. But we're gonna keep going. So the next word is Shamarwan. Actually, let me bring this over just a little bit. So the next word is Shamarwan. Shamarwan, okay. Shamarwan, Bakab. Shamarwan, Bakab. I'm gonna go back and write everything, write the pronunciation and all that. We just gonna keep writing the actual Hebrew for now. Bakab, Banya. Kaf Banya. Put a little dash here, put a little one under that, so we know where to start at. Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah is us. Got to know that. It's the name of our race, Yashar Allah. He's a prince of the power. Allah. All right. Let's keep going. Wayarashwa. Wayarashwa. All right. Get this connected. It's a little bit more noticeable. My favorite word. One of my favorite words. This is the anti-sneak dissing. Okay, you're snitching on yourself when you say this. Because you gotta say what you're talking about. There's no sneak dissing. If you don't like somebody, they gonna know. Because who said it? Right. Who told you that they said it? You know what I'm saying? There's no sneak dissing. It's gonna come. Well, listen, what the scripture say? Ain't none that's gonna be done in the, give me that scripture, the precept. None that's done in the dark that shall not come to light. Come on, man. Why do you think he said it? All right. Shamarwan. Shamarwan. Hold that precept for me. Let me know when y'all can type it in as well if y'all got it. Nothing that's going to be done in the dark that is not going to come to light. All right, let's start over here. I'll just start right here. We only got we only got 2 words left, then we're done. All right, this is wa, yeshab, wa. Oh, it's locked here. I'm so quick to do that. I'm trying to get it, y'all. Yeshab, wa, yeshab, wa, ba'iriyah. Any questions in the class? Yeah. No questions in the class? Questions in the room? No? All right. Let's keep going. So now we're going to put the pronunciation. Oh, so I'm let's do it. Let's put the pronunciation in the translation. Shamarwan, right? Shamarwan. Okay. And we'll put the translation number. All right. This word right here was fakah. Chaath. Fakah. Banya. Banya. You already know Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah. I jammed it all. I'm on the race to do it again. I be trying to get over, man. Sometimes I can't keep doing that. I'm trying to go over my little mistakes. All right. Wa Yerashwa. Translation as we go along. And y'all should already be hip to what we're doing now. So I don't really gotta do all the extra underlining right now. I can do it when we go over, like when we do the translation. And that should be good. Shamarwan. Shamarwan. Wayeshabwan. And it's also good to practice this too. Just like I was saying, practice writing. I think it'd be good for us to practice writing how it's pronounced. Like putting the connectors, how the word is pronounced. Because it helps you, be able to pronounce the word easier instead of going back. What else I think is good for us to do. Like I just lost my train of thought. Damn, I forgot exactly what I was about to say, y'all. Good night. I'm gonna keep going until we come back to me. Oh, this is what I was about to say, right? So that's this word right here. I also think it's good for us to say the words as you're doing it. To translate, I'm going such and such, boom, such and such, such and such, such and such. Usually I would just say Shamarwan, Fakah, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya, boom, boom, go all the way down, and then I would say the English. But it seemed to be a lot more easier if I say it than say the translation. Shamarwan, Samaria, Fakah, Banya, children, Yasha'ala, Israel. Seemed like it comes a little bit easier. But the point is to practice saying the Hebrew. Say the sentence out, read it out, and say it. So that way we'll know how to pronounce it. All right? So let's do the translation. Can I get a time check?
Khan 8:34, sir.
8:34. We translated the whole damn thing, damn it. All right? I know I'm going to have to move this down something. I might not. Shamarwan was Samaria. All All right, Samaria, we already know that. Samaria, Fakah. Now I forget the word, what was Fakah? We look this up. Go back to it, Fakah. Oh, I don't think I need all this word. Fakah, well, that's one of the ones I missed. I think this might be the only one. Fakah means instead. All right? Fakah instead. Boom, boom. Did I give y'all Fakah? Boom, 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 boom. Remove them from the cities. Yeah, I missed Fakah. I don't know if I gave it to y'all or not. All right, Fakah meant instead. Okay, instead. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so Fakah instead, Banya. We all know what Banya is. That's easy. Children, right? You got children at home. Banya. Banya means son. Ban means son. Ya means sons. But it's used to say children. This is written as the masculine for the man. Everybody knows the man is the head of the house. So we even address the young men as the head of the young woman. Right. Yasha'Allah, Israel. Okay? Israel. We know that already. Israel. Why? So now we're about to get into some connectors. Why? Yeshab, why? I mean, it's like, why Yerash, why? Somebody type in what Yerash was. Why Yerash? Let's keep going. Doesn't have a meaning. Is it showing you direction of who it's talking about? Okay. Shamarwan, Samaria. Okay. Samaria. Why? And we're going to get into some more connectors. Why? Yeshab. Why? All right. Yeshab meant to sit, place, dwell. What do we use first time? Place. So why at the beginning of a root word means and. And what do we use? Placed. We'll keep that. Placed. And then why at the end of a root word, I'm gonna get to in a second. Give me Yerash. Anybody type that in?
Oh, here you go.
Possess. And possess, and then we'll do what this Y means at the end. Same thing with this Y at the end. So Y at the beginning of a root word means and possessed. Right? Or and possessed. Y at the end of a root word. Y at the end of a root word. Now this is slang that you're about to learn. Right? But before I give you the slang, I'll give you what it means. It means he or it means him. So it could be possessed him. All right? It is a possessive noun, right? It means him and possessed him. Well, let me show you all the slang. The slang on it is this. This right here, the slang on it is name. Whenever you see Y at the end of the root word, it means he, him, or it means they. All right? They. Now, it might also be used as a slang for them. But we ain't going to do that. We're just going to give you the basic slang. It's they. And possess they, or and they possess. Specifically Samaria, and placed they. Because remember, it's going to match. It's going to match the character Y here at the end, the character Y right here at the end. And they placed, or and placed them, or and possessed them. But and it said, we're not gonna go there, we're gonna leave it alone. We're just gonna stick with the basics left. Right? Ba'iriyah Ba at the beginning of a root word, we know it means in. And Ira was city, right? City, and then Ya at the end is cities. So I forgot to put Y in it. Cities. All right, this is masculine plural, okay, with the feminine ha at the end, because you're talking about the land, talking specifically about them being or them possessing the land. It's something where this ha at the end is used to show the place. All right, so it's got a feminine ha at the end. Okay. So now let's translate what we have. Right? Samaria, Thakah. Samaria, Thakah, instead, Banya, children, or instead of what? The children. That's assuming, right? Shamarwan, instead of Banya, the children, Yasha'Allah, of Israel. Instead of the children of Israel. Okay? That's assumed. Shamarwan, Samaria, Thakah, instead of Banya, the children, Yasha'Allah of Israel. Wayarashwa, and they possess. To show direction, or specifically, Shamarwan, Samaria. Wayashaba, and they place Ba'ariyah in the cities. So now let's translate what we got. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take that we all took on the screen. Okay? Or you may have screenshotted at home, however you want to do it or say it. Boom, right here. All right. So I'm gonna read what we got, and then I'm gonna connect it to what we have up here. So we did Wayaba'ah, and he entered Malak, the king, Ashur of Assyria, Mababal. Oh, Salaki, can you put this up on the matter of fact, yeah, leave it just like that. That's cool. You can make it big again. I'm just saying. I was about to have you put the Hebrew up there, but I'm not. So let's start again. Wayaba'ah, and he entered Malak, the king, Ashur of Assyria, Mababal from Babylon, Wama Kawatha, and from Kutha, Wama Iwa, and from Avad, Wama Hamath, and from Hamath, Wama Sapar Wa'an, and from Saparium, Wayashab, and placed Ba'iriyah in the cities. Shamarwan, Shamarwan of Samaria. All right, so let's read. So Ba'iriyah in the cities, Shamarwan of Samaria, Katha instead of Banya, the children of Salaki, the children, Yasha'Allah of Israel, Wayarashwa, and they possess Shamarwan, Samaria, Wayashaba, and they placed them Ba'iriyah in the cities. So I'm gonna read out what we translated. All right. I'm gonna do it in Hebrew. I'm gonna do it in English first, and then I'm gonna do it again in Hebrew. I'm gonna do it in Hebrew first because that's what we always do. The Hebrew goes first, then we do English. Wayaba'ah, Malak, Ashur, Babal, Wama, Kawatha. Oh, Salaki, damn. Salaki. I usually do this on the screen. Can I sit right here real quick? So I'm going to read out our English translation. And he entered the king of Assyria from Babylon, and from Katha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed Samaria, and they placed placed them in the cities. Right? So now let's put it on the screen so we can see, and I'll read the Hebrew from there, and I'll show you exactly what we did and how we did it. All right, so now let's do it. So we got right here, so we said was Wayeshab. Now this was our translation, and then we're going to read the actual translation. Wayaba'a, and he entered, Malak, the king, Ashawur of Assyria, Mababal from Babylon, Wama Kawatha, and from Kutha, Wama Iwa, and from, what was Iwa? And from Ava, Wama Hamath, and from Hamath, Wasapar Wa'ain, and from Savaria, Wayeshab, and placed, right? Salakia, and placed Ba'iriah in the cities, Shamarwan of Samaria, Thakav, instead of Banya, the children, Yashala of Israel, Wayarashwa, and they placed, Salakia, and they possessed Af Shamarwan, Samaria, Wayeshabwa, and they placed, and placed them Ba'iriah in the cities. So here, Salakia, what I do? Here we go. So here was the English translation. Oh, Salakia. So here's what we translated in English without reading the Hebrew. All right. And he entered the king of Assyria from Babylon and from Kutha and from Ava and from Hamath and Sepharvaim and Salakia, and placed in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel, and they possessed, specifically or showing direction, and they possessed Samaria, and they, Salakia, and placed them in the cities. Now that was our translation. All right. Now let's read the actual translation. Somebody, Salakia, give me 2 Kings 17 and 24. And we'll get a chance to see.
That you wanted before?
2 Kings 17 and 20. Oh no, it was one. You had another one? Yeah, read that for me real quick.
The book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 2. Verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. Verse 3. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light.
There we go.
And that which ye have spoken in the air in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops.
Damn right. Because you can't do nothing in the dark in Israel, and they don't come to light.
Right.
All right, so now let's break that. Now let's read it 2 Kings 17 and 24 in English. And that precept is just for this word that I was saying, you can't sneak this in our language, all right? So hopefully we got that. All right, go ahead, read the English for me.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17, verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Kutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof.
Now, here we go. So, Wayaba'a and Salakia and brought. Remember, I said enter in, come in, and brought in the king or Salakia and brought. Now I don't know if y'all see this word "men" is written differently from the other words. Got like a little how can I say it? Like something on it to where so you can tell it's like a different type of font. It's used to show that that's to indicate that wasn't in there. All right. So, and he brought men in, the king of Assyria. So, and now here it is in English. You got to go. English is a bastard tongue, so when you translating the God's language into a bastard tongue, you're definitely going to jump around a little bit in the translation. So you're going to have to go wa, meaning and, the king of Assyria, then go back to this and say, brought in men from Babylon, and from Cathar, and from Ava, and from Hamath. And it says, and from Savarvium. But you can see they didn't put ma here because this word is already long and simple as it can be. So they didn't even put the character ma here. They just put and Sepharvium, or and Sepharwaim. They didn't put ma. But and from Sepharvaim. And place them. So notice it says, and place them. Notice this them is written the same way as men, with like that little slant to it to show that them wasn't in it. Because the right way to write them is hum at the end. It should have been wa yashab yahum, or wa yashab hum, but more likely ya in there to connect it. Wa yashab yahum is what it should have been, but this is slang. Wa yashab meaning Salakia and placed them. And it didn't even have the actual they on there. It just was yashab. And placed them Ba'iriyah in the cities of Samaria. Thakaf, instead of the children of Israel, and they possess them. Is why at the end is saying them. Salaki. So right here it's saying and they put Salaki. It's not saying them. It's saying and they possessed. So waya rashwa, just like I said, that they right here is this character wa right here, and they possessed. Specifically Samaria, and they possessed Samaria. Okay, Wayashabwa, and dwelt. So this is saying, and they dwelt, to match this right here, to match the they right here. It's written right here, but it's not in it. It's not in it. It's just the way we write. It has to match. So the they dwelt, to let you know who was talking about. They dwelt in the cities, and then you got thereof for the Quaker English, the old Quaker English 1611, and the cities thereof. And I like clicking on this because I don't know if y'all can see it, but I like how they do it. Actually, I can get it better for you, a better way for y'all to see this. Just click forward line. You can still take the dots off. You can come down here and see it. You can see all the connectors. They separate the connector from the word, and they still have the root word. So you got wa, yaba'a, comes from bawa'a. Malak comes from king. All right, ashawur. So you got the whole thing right here. Use to click that forward line. And you can click that as well on the Blue Letter Bible app. All right, and it's still, now I don't separate everything, but it does a good job. Just like it didn't separate this Y right here for saying they dwell. All right, but it's all good because it separated the ha at the end, just like I was saying from right here, to show the cities is plural. Iriyah, that's plural, and then ha at the end for the feminine. You can see it right here, second person or second person, third person, feminine singular. Okay, you can see it right here with this little one. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got it up there. All right. Let me keep going. So I wanted to show you all this right here. I think that was it. I think that's what I was trying to show. The Y at the end. So they didn't separate it, but you can still see it. They do pretty much a good job at separating most of the stuff. All right, most of the different connectors and things like that. They didn't separate it here either. They possessed. And Yerash, Wa, possessed they, and they possessed. Same thing. It's all good though. All right. So with that being said, now listen. They have it separated here. I actually like this. Ma, Babal, Wama, Kawath, Tha. They got the ha at the end separated, which is pretty good. Comes from Kawath, which is the Hebrew from Kutha. All right. So that's pretty good. I don't have no complaints about that. But that's just another way that y'all can see it. And I think this is how we had it before. I clicked on forward. Oh damn, it's lucky. I went to the next jump. Good night. Lucky, y'all. Bear with me. I'm gonna go back to it. Here we go. Right here, 17 and 24. Click tools. Click off show vowel points. Uncheck that. Don't need no Yiddish. What we doing? Oh, it was on reverse. Okay. And then we went to forward line. The forward line changed to what we see here. So we'll go back to reverse. Take this off and boom. All right. So the Blue Letter Bible is an excellent tool to use. You can use it for your, for your studying. Makes everything a hell of a lot easier. All right. With that being said, man, is there any questions in the class? Any questions in the class? I want to make sure we got everything that we needed. The reason why I decided to go into this for the breakdown is because give me John, what is it? John 4 and 22. Because Christians, they don't ever talk about this. They don't say God all love. They don't say all the others garbage
Right.
that's in Christianity. Not saying that those words, none of the words God all love is not in it. But some of the phrases they say they're in the Bible, but they are mistranslating them or misinterpreting those words. All right. With that being said, right, the reason why I decided to go to John 4 and 22. I mean, 2 Kings 17 and 24 is because in John 4 and 22, this is the backdrop on why Christ told her these words. Read.
Kadawan Khan. You want to read John?
Yeah, John 4 and 22.
Kadawan Khan is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship ye not know, ye worship ye know not what?
Ye worship ye know not what? You don't know what you worship.
Right.
It's what he told the woman of Samaria. She ain't from Samaria. She was of it. Right. Why? Because she was placed there. Yeshua. She was placed. She don't know what she worshiped. This is why she don't know what she worshiped. Go to verse 25 and second. I'll read. No, you stay where you at. I'll read this for you. I had to skip over this because I thought we was running late. Salaki, but we wasn't. We was actually on time. I'm gonna read this for you, right? We stopped at 24, right? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, here we go. Verse 29. Skip you down. So verse 28, 1 Kings 17 and 28. Then one of the priests whom they carried away from Samaria came and dwelt in Bethel and taught them how they should fear the Lord. So they had a priest come down and teach the people. Had a priest come down from Bethel, which is southern Israel, to go up to the northern Israel and teach them how to fear the Lord. Verse 29, howbeit every nation made gods of their own and put them in the houses of the high places which the Samaritans had made, every nation in their cities wherein they dwelt. And the men of Babylon made Succoth Banoth, and the men of Cuthah made Nergal, and the men of Hamath made Ashamai, or Ashama, and the Avites made Nibhav and Tartak, and the Sabarvites burnt their children in the fire to Adramelech and to Anamelech, the gods of Sepharvaim. So they feared the Lord and made unto themselves the lowest of them priests of the high places, which sacrificed them in the houses of the high places. Verse 33. They feared the Lord and served their own gods after the manner of the nations whom they carried away from thence. Here's the problem. They made their own gods, but still was claiming to fear God. These Africans. They was fearing the Lord because remember the Lord sent lions on them. So they was fearing the Lord, but they was serving their gods. Who burned their damn kids? Go, Salah. We don't know what you call it anyway. Who burned their kids? The damn Sepharvaim. Burnt their children to Adrimelech and Anamelech. This is right here. I don't know if y'all can see this. To Adrimelech and Anamelech and all that. Come on. Burnt their damn kids. But in the next verse it tell you, so they feared the Lord and made unto themselves the lowest of them, the nobodies of them, priests in the high places to do the sacrifices, right? Then in verse 33 it says, they feared the Lord and served their own gods after the manner of the nations of whom they carried away from thence. So they took the gods that they already had, brought them into our land, and served them, but claimed to be serving God. Read John 4:22.
Kano Khans, the book of John 4, verse 22. Chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews.
And he told that to an Hamite,
right,
that lived in the land because they were placed there by the Assyrian king. Right. And she didn't know what she worshipped because she was probably worshiping Nemelech, and Adramelech, and who else the hell they was worshiping? Tatak and all the rest of them, thinking she fears the Lord. When Christ told her, you don't even know what the hell you even worshiping. You got a damn statue or something talking about you serve the Most High. Salvation is for the Jews.
Right.
Why? You were not a Jew.
Right.
You're a Hammer. With that being said, Anya Kahan Wakatazian Mara, Mawur Kakaya Hayawam, Anya Ibar Katha, Ayo La Quatazakara. All right, wrap it up. Priest Officer Mariah, your teacher for the day. I'm going to pass the class over to Quatazakara.
Action case security announcements. We had an action case got out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Move for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes up into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted on you. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, after 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a command, Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10, means 10 in Hebrew, Mayayishua, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. The feast of dedications starting Thursday, December 7th, for 8 days. You can find that in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 to 61. Remind Aki and Agua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, they'll start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, scarf, with that, the men or my.
Also, too, Akim, we having a sisters. Get the sisters in. Throwing us a priest appreciation dinner.
Right.
So if you're in the Philadelphia area, man, y'all come on down. Everybody's welcome, man. New York, Baltimore, Virginia, New Jersey. Okay. Who else? Delaware, Maryland, DC.
Right.
You can get over here, man. Y'all come on over. The priest appreciation dinner. The sisters is throwing us, man. With that, let's do the prayer to bless Israel. Should be one of these over here. All right. It ain't this one over here. It should be the greetings and something else.
Yeah, bless Israel and Hebrew greetings. Salute.
Yeah. Let's do the bless Israel. All right. Got it. Yep. No. You started off. I say the English.
All right.
So you tell everybody to Amajim and then right. Sorry. Yeah. Well, pun lahak wadum. Wa pun la hakwadum.
Means face to east. We're going to bless Israel. We're going to say it in Hebrew.
Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak Lanawa. Wayashala. Wahabaya. Sapari. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. Wadamun. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shah. Bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. No.
That's the pretty kind of.
You just tell them to turn around. Sorry.
Men of Israel, we're going to lead the men. One courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amazim Shabbat. Amazim, Barak.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Brakathum. Y'all tell them what we just said to the brothers.
The Lord.
In the name of Christ.
In the name of Christ, bless you.
Damn.
That's sorry.
I mean, no, just Imagine. That's what it's saying.
You want to cup your hand, your right hand over your left. Your right hand over your left. You're going to put your feet at 45 degrees, and you're going to body your head, and smack your left hand with your chest when you salute. All right.
Correct.
We're going to get a sister 136 salute. And then Israel, Amazim Shabbat. Barak.
Yahweh Shema Al-Atham Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Yeah, teach her how to say it.
Okay. And what we said was, bless you.
The Lord watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Lord watch over you in the name of Yahweh Shah. And we have to salute you. That's my church.
Yeah, tell them what it means.
His hands down.
Oh, sign of Christ. Y'all go ahead, enjoy that Sabbath, Bakim. Wa'akwati. The water for y'all tuning in. Shalom.